song is a banger. And that's the end. It's almost the end. Hey, hey, hey. All right. The time is here. Hello. Oh God, is this focused? I can never tell if I'm in focus. Oh God. This should be okay. Thank you, Entropy, and hello, Ludian. Hello, Entropy. How are y'all doing tonight? It should be a spicy meatball tonight. I can turn this volume back on. I just don't like having it on the starting screen. This should be quite spicy indeed. I'm really I'm really excited. I'm really excited. All right. But how's everybody doing tonight? How's the day? How's the life? Doing great. That's good. Yeah. Today's pretty good. I may have accidentally destroyed my bed, so there's a bed. Anywho, don't mind that. But yeah, in about 20 minutes, yeah, we are going to have a how you say, a very spicy auction. And it should be interesting and intriguing, to say the least. All right. So far, let's see. Victoria's up. Vuk is up. All right. Oh, sweet heavens. Hello, Sock. How are you doing today? Hope everything is well with you, sir. You have a question for me? Well, you should have asked it instead of telling me that you have a question, sir. Should I time you out? All right. Well, we're gonna be invisible for a bit, so let's go small. I still want to have my bars. Yes. All right. Let us see. I would assume that the mayor is getting ready for his meeting. Yes. All right. I think I'll go have a little conversation. Yes, so the internet got cut out, but you're good today, just got home. Okay, that's good to hear, Sock. That's good to hear. All right, so I think, oh, actually, I can show you guys, for those who are in here right now who aren't on yet, who want to see it, the post office. I made it a little bit big, just, you know, for design. Like, I could have just made a rectangle, but I don't know. I wanted to have a little bit of character. But yeah, basically, you know, it's got some room. It could be a little meeting place. It's a safe zone. So, I'm gonna make a prefab, version of this soon. I figured out a thing to do that I'm not gonna spoil until launch. But yeah, basically everybody can claim, a mailbox to call theirs. There should be enough for literally everyone. And technically there should be enough for even including, my multiple characters if I wanted. I might not yet, but for now I will let you guys all pick. I'll let you guys all pick yo stuff. But yeah, all you got to do is put your name on the sign, and then you head out back. And there's 2 doors. This door is for the lower level. This door is for the upper level. And you just literally lock it up, and you can put your name on this side too, so you don't like get yourself confused. And that's it. And when you go in, it's just the back side of the Dropbox. There's literally nothing in here, and there's not a light in here. So when you go in, you probably don't want to close the door if it's at night. I didn't feel like putting lights inside of each booth. But yeah, that's the dealio. This is where I was gonna put the post office anyway, as a prefab. So look forward to that. As long as I can finish up the police station, I'll also do the post office for next season. So we shall see. I gotta hustle. I'm trying to finish up a lot of things. The new police station, they're gonna be very pleased with it. They're gonna be very, very pleased with it. Also, you guys might have noticed, for those in the server, that vehicles are mountable again after a restart. That is a face punch issue. Hopefully it will be patched soon. There was a small plugin made to make them fixed again. Why is there I didn't see that he put couches. This is sick, actually. Paid for by Kuzatov for mayor. That's so cool. Wait, that's actually so cool. All right. But we're gonna keep vibing with the music for now, but I'm gonna make sure that the mayor doesn't need anything else, and make sure he knows that Ronier is gonna show up afterwards. So yeah, let's do it.
Come in. Hey, Ronan.
Howdy, howdy. You ready for your meeting tonight?
Yep, I'm writing down the notes, like some of the notes for the meeting. Yeah, it's a rather extensive one. I am also gonna be making the announcement of the laws have been updated, as well as make note of some upcoming editions.
I don't know, Sock, maybe.
Like the TAA, for example.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. Feel free, of course, if you have your deputy mayors around, they could also share some of the announcing, so that you don't wear yourself out. But I understand the auction is supposed to be right after you guys are done, is that correct?
Yes, that's how Tana put it that way. So,
okay, fantastic.
So I should
just stay in the same place, the red building on the side, and just clear the podium, and I'll appear, and we'll run the auction, and when it's done, we'll set up a space to get the money transfer done.
Okay. Wait, did you already discuss with Tana about how it's just a full-on upfront payment, or there's something people can talk to Tana, the buildings department, about like some sort of payment plan for how they want to approach it?
None of that matters to the gods. So however the money is sent, it's whatever. So it's up to y'all. We don't mind.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let Tana know there, so that he can decide how the money would be paid.
Okay. But yeah, so this is something that the money is going, it's not going to the buildings department, it's going away. It's going to the gods. So there'll be a different account to send it to. He's welcome to be the intermediary though.
Right. Okay. I'll let Tana know that. Beforehand.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Wake up.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too big of a deal, I don't think, at the end of the day. But yeah, so just clear the podium when you're done.
Right.
I'll poof my way in. When the auction ends, I'll poof my way out. And then I'll seek out the winner and figure out what we're gonna do sometime after.
Okay. Yeah, so do know I do intend this meeting to be rather productive. So there's gonna be a lot of discussion going around, especially particularly on the vending machines and the feedback on the profession. So hopefully hopefully this meeting might be a little bit insightful for you in terms of how people feel about the professions, as well as like how things are in terms of the vending machines, including the economy.
Yeah, so I mean, the gods will all be listening. None of us are going to be there visibly. And Harold is going to be there to take notes. But not your meeting notes.
Okay.
Notes for the gods. Your meeting notes, please. Post those separately. They're always very helpful for those who are unable to attend.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. So yeah, I'm finalizing. I'm just making sure I'm making sure everything is pretty kosher on my end in terms of the meeting notes, and then hopefully hopefully this meeting can go rather smoothly.
I think it certainly will. Just make sure Harold should be heading over here in the next 5 minutes or so, so I don't think it'll be a problem, but just in case there's a bunch of people, Harold just needs a seat in the front row, that's all. Alright, well, in that case, good luck with everything. I hope you get everything out the way that you'd like. I hope the discussion is productive, and basically, once it's all done, Harold is going to head out and he'll let us know when the auction is about to start, and I'll poof my way over.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Okay, thank you very much, Remy.
Alright, sure. Have a good one. One more thing. This is really coming together, Chief.
Yeah, good morning, Rainier. How are you today?
Good morning, I'm doing great. I see you've already got the luxury sedan fitted. I hope the commissioner delivered it well to you. A little thank you gift from us to you as far as the great job you've done and the changes you've made. I do hope you also are enjoying the new sirens.
Yeah, the siren attachment is actually very nice. It's you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's very helpful in terms of I get to hire myself to make cars.
That's right, that's right. Alright, so I just wanted to let you know, I don't know if the mayor has gotten a chance to speak to you yet, but the gods have, for lack of a better term, elected a representative for all of the textually speaking vendors that are around the island, not the vending machines, but the actual people. And they intend to meet with, I'm assuming you as the main representative of Lebo to address concerns of the vendors. So I just wanted to give you a heads up that that gentleman will be appearing, and I think you'll appreciate who we've chosen. They'll also be at the auction tonight. I don't know if they're participating or not, but it should be for an interesting show, so just wanted to give you a heads up.
That sounds great. You know, I've been very curious about the economy of the island, so you know, we'll see. With Mr. Dyson on board with Lebo nowadays, it's becoming very helpful.
Yes. So this will probably be sometime after the auction when our representative is ready to meet with you. If you'd like Dyson or any other executives of Lebo to participate in that meeting, we encourage it.
Of course, we'll see who's awake.
Yeah, we figured if we wait until afterwards, more people might be around.
Yeah, we'll give it some time. Hopefully I feel a little bit better walking into this auction. Didn't wake up feeling the greatest.
Ah, gotcha. Well, we'll see if we can do anything to help change that. Hopefully you'll get excited as the night progresses. With that being said, we've got to go wake up an old man so he can go sit in the front row. We'll, we'll catch you later, Chief. I have been sneaking Good Morbin in with every character that I have. Literally every character has been saying Good Morbin. I think I'm really funny. Sure. All right, let's see if anybody put anything else in here for Harold. In any of these boxes. Okay, let's check the Orion status. Ooh, he's got 9 now. All right. How's he doing on gold? Still 3. Okay. So still a bit of work to do. What is this box? I have boxes over there. Ma'am? I have boxes over there, but thank you. Harold will very much appreciate that and hopefully remember to say something. This has been nice. Harold and Jimbo and people actually receiving like messages in the mail and stuff. All right. Stay a while and listen. I have noticed. Yep. Oh. Let's do that a little bit less dramatically, perhaps. All right, let's see if my my fuel survived. It did. Let's see if my friggin' engine part survived. They did. Now we're rocking and rolling. Now we're rocking and rolling. Well, let's head on over for the meeting. Good old Harold. I'm very excited for the progression of this evening. I'm also very excited for anyone, especially anyone who can't be on tonight but can be in stream, to hear about all the announcements. The gods were very, very busy last night, and they went through and replied to all currently in queue at the time requisition request proposals. And so let me check what this is. Ah, Sock's word is inquiry. All right, clear this out, clear this out. Ah, wonderful. Also, while I'm being other characters like that aren't the gods, I'm trying to leave my admin radar off more. But like obviously it works better for story if I just, you know, leave it up. So I can go find people when I need to find people. Damn, that's actually a good park job. I am impressed with myself.
Hey, Harold. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. I'm ready for this fantastic meeting. I hear lots of changes.
What?
Howdy, Mr. Mayor. I'm ready.
Say good. What was?
Good morning to you too.
What is Morbin? I do not understand.
Ah, right. Oh. Hello, Chief.
Just going on with it.
Good morning, Mr. Harold.
Good morning. How are you today? You ready for these changes?
I don't know. Probably because it's Morbin time.
There's changes? I thought we were like discussing things.
Oh, well, then. I'm sure with discussion comes change as well. The gods are very excited for what's ahead.
You know, Harold, while we wait, I've been feeling kind of down this morning. You got any stories about like a Cardwaithe gold rush or something in your catalog?
God damn it, CJ, you're so stupid. You're so stupid.
Stupid. Can't do an emote. Can't like shrug or whatever.
I'm sorry, a gold rush? What do you mean?
Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
The hell are you
Well,
doing?
really, you know, I could make a story up if it'll swing your mood.
I have a lot of shit on me.
Okay.
Could I interest you in that?
Yeah, why not?
Well, there was a story I heard some time ago from a realm far, far away,
Okay.
where time after time citizens would discover small maps that would lead them to treasure. And sometimes the treasure would include little bits of gold. But one day they found there was more gold than ever, and the price at which the gold was bought had increased by 10 times the amount. All the citizens soon felt rich and glorious, and they lived happy, fruitful lives as the government worked with them to make their money matter more. The end.
That's a wonderful story.
Okay.
I went to CJ's stream and,
do we have
redeemed the
anybody
mood
else waking
swing.
up anytime soon, or is this the crowd we have for?
Well, nobody left me any notes about their daily schedules or anything, so I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and begin this meeting. When people will show up, they'll show up probably won't miss much. It's gonna the meeting notes are gonna be uploaded in the deep cloud anyway. If they miss anything, they'll probably refer to. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to the town hall meeting. So this one's a rather very juicy meeting that's gonna basically tackle two things.
It's okay, Sock. This is gonna take a little bit, so
if
you can get in, get in.
On professions,
Even if you're late.
What is?
Because there's still the auction too.
Improvement on, and or what we can do to change it to make it a little more rewarding in some sense, as well as discuss about the vending machines all around Cardwaithe. Those are pretty much the two primary things that we're going to be left for to be an open discussion about. So. Before we can get to those things, I'm gonna make a few announcements. Before that, and this one, and I think you probably want to pay attention to these. So just to get this out of the way, we are having a village auction immediately after the meeting takes place. So we are going to be in the same building. So once the meeting is concluded, the Grenier will pop up relatively shortly, and we can begin the process of auctioning off the village. We'll go on from. Everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance to bid on a house, and they can bid it whether it be for personally, or it can be under their business or department. So there's that. So and I'm actually giving everybody an update on the legislation. So the gods have actually finished up caught up with everything that has been submitted in the requisition request, and I'm gonna give you some basically brief notes on what has been approved and what could that entail. So one is the pantry dish initiative, which is basically a room where it basically has everything in it: guns, ammo, resources, food, water, everything. And we're going to try to maintain and stack and keep a supply for the duration, and it's all going to be run by the government. Although the thing is, it's going to be under a ticket system, and that ticket will get you access to the pantry dish. And of course this would be sold off initially, but after it's been sold off, everybody has the right to either trade or sell their tickets to each other how they so fit. Although I will mention there is a cap to how much you're willing to sell these tickets for. So once I've already, and it's about 50,000 coin per cap for selling a ticket. Just keep that in mind. Once
right,
I will right now I'm gonna be preparing the pantry dish, and I'll probably begin a soft launch. So once I'll make an announcement regarding that, and we'll probably come back here, I'll probably be selling the tickets, and you guys can do what you will. Number 2, the Emergency Relief Act. So this is more primarily for the government and all department heads involved. We are going to be creating an emergency fund for crisis level events in the case that if all hell breaks loose.
Do I hear a phone?
This is going to be funded by
Is that his phone?
the departments, but only if departments so choose to fund this. Is an opt-in. They can opt into it. They're not required to do it, but if they so choose to do it, they can opt in, and they would have to spend basically
putting the seed there is screwed.
20,000 per season, or they can do 2 payments of 10,000, and they can do it whenever they feel like. Just need to notify the mayor. And keep in mind, this will be heavily monitored by the gods, so that way nobody will be abusing this bank account, as well as make sure no foul play is involved. I'll put in more details of this in the mayor's office channel. I'll have that posted up for all department head, or I'll send it to the department heads individually for them to read over, and if they have any questions, they can ask me in the cloud or in person. 3, and this is for everybody involved. So we are establishing a Cardwaithe code of conduct. So this would be and the moment that Cyrene would put out put out the booklet in the mayor channel, that's when it is automatically, and that's when it starts, and everything that happens, anybody does, it will be completely enforced once afterward. Any questions regarding how the code of conduct would be played out, just refer to me and or Cyrene, and we can answer your questions if you have any more. And any complaints will be handled by the gods, either by the God Box correspondence or via tickets. We initially had the idea of establishing an HR department, but since the guys have mentioned this, that's what they opted to go forward with. Once Serene has updated the booklet, and she'll.
This isn't even the juicy stuff yet, by the way.
Then that's when
it's good stuff, but it ain't the juicy stuff yet.
And the last big one
here we go.
Is the Technology Advancement Act. So this one is a permit system for any research upon any form of technology, regardless if it's Cardwaithe, Magitech, or any technology belonging to any realm. So there's multiple tiers of permits that can be given based on the proposal. And keep in mind that the higher the level, the more the scale, the bigger the scale of the research, as well as the risk involved. And of course there's
actually really well written.
Secrecy or classification surrounding these. So highest level would have the utmost high classification, so meaning only select personnel would be able to have access to the research note and progress. And of course, in turn with this will establish a new department, which is the technology department. And these are going to be spearheaded by the Jenkins family. Dr. Marjorie Jenkins and her son Jimbo will be leading the department as an oversight role.
Marjorie,
and of course,
her name is Marjorie.
Marjorie. Okay, thank you, Harold. Dr. Marjorie Jenkins and Jimbo Jenkins will be overseeing the technology department. Of course, these will be taking place into it starting next season. There will be some discussions about
Ella's word was liver today,
and it will go into effect in this upcoming season. So keep an eye out on that, and we'll have more information once that goes into effect. Just to keep also want a reminder, so this is about the law. This is everything about the laws. The laws right now. That's everything about the law. Want to keep in mind, also want to give a few notes to everybody. This is about the bridge prophecy. We have about just also a reminder that I think, if I remember correctly, we have to have all the blueprints collected by the end of the season. Am I correct?
It should be Tana or Victoria answering that.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. And as of right now, we have about two
or Zane
collected so far. So it's only a matter of time before we get information from the other cogs about when they get their blueprint.
The other cogs, like that one.
The job board. The Deputy Cyrene have made an announcement regarding a job board, which is for everybody, anybody and everybody can post a job posting in the jam board. So just go ahead and whenever if you need somebody to do a specific job for you, just message Deputy Mayor Cyrene in the D personally or in the D cloud, and she can put it in the jam board. I'll probably ask the gods to pin that case.
I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
The post office. So as the gods have announced last night, there is a temporary prototype of the post office right in front of the SMC. So and that is there for the people to go ahead and put up a sign and lock up, put a lock for themselves, and they can send packages and receive packages as they so fit. If you do plan on using it, please do give feedback to the mayor's office, to us, so we can send that feedback to the gods. See if people like it enough. We could probably push this to become more of a permanent thing. And I think it's honestly I do think it's a pretty neat have, and it's something that I think a good amount of people have been requesting to have since the last time we had it was back in. Was it Necrosis? Is that
it was
correctly?
Necrosis, yes.
Yeah,
it was Necrosis and Tom ran it.
Yep.
Good old Tom. Can't wait till he wakes up again.
I do want to give feedback.
I hope he can wake up at When I'm awake.
Shadow Hand. We are still under a state of emergency with the Shadow Hand making moves, and we, of course, in recent days, we did suffer some casualties. So they are still in play, and we're not letting up. The level of severity. So if anything, I advise everybody to keep up, stay on their toes, and make sure that if you see anything happening or something has happened, just do notify the PD or message us, the mayor's office, so that way we can keep tabs on what has happened regarding that.
And it's hard not telling you guys like a million things right now.
So that's basically everybody. That's basically everything. That's all the announcements. So here's where we're gonna go with this. So we're gonna talk about the market and the economy. We did have, and this is something for Lebo to look forward to. So Zane, be ready to be chubbed up for this one.
Mr. Vuk, do you mind if we go back to the laws that you did? I have a bunch of questions related to those before you move on to economy.
Sure.
Unless you want to talk about economy first, then by all means.
I mean, I was getting hyped. I was getting worked up for getting all this hype up for you and your organization. I was gonna make an announcement.
Chief, I think it would be better if you asked your questions first, and then we did this other talk all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So for the emergency relief, who exactly can pull from that account? Because it seems that obviously, as the department heads, we're the ones putting money in. Is it only us that are pulling it out, or is this for the Islanders as well, or?
No, this is only for the department heads, and this is an opt-in. So like not all departments are required to put money into this. If they so choose to opt into this emergency fund, they can do so, and this will give them access to the bank account. Albeit there are some rules involved for how the bank account will be used, and I will send that out for if anybody is willing to put money into the emergency account, because it's all written there. So I have the documentation for it.
Okay, so hypothetically speaking, if I opted into this, if the police department opted into this account, and for whatever reason the Shadow's Hand decides to completely destroy the police department, I would have full jurisdiction to pull every single coin out of that account.
So it has to be a unanimous decision.
Go on.
So that's
all departments.
I'd have to...
Yes, you would have to talk to any of the department heads that are opt in to the emergency account, that have access to the emergency account, and talk to them, discuss to them whether this is worth pulling using the emergency funds for. It has to be unanimous.
Okay, I see. One other question I have is go ahead.
Do keep in mind, I did preface that this account is being heavily monitored by the gods.
Okay, thank you. I do have a question for the Technology Advancement Pact. Do cars follow under a tier of technology?
If you're talking about, if it doesn't, it just depends on whether the research would have risk involved. If it has very minimal risk, it probably most likely would have the lowest tier permit, and most likely, and of course, and it'll probably most likely be public information. Just do keep that in mind.
Okay. Um. I know you want to talk about economy, but I think I have a question about the pantry dish. Do you believe that that's gonna hurt the businesses of or the professions of the miners? Where are you sourcing? I know it seems that this is a community sourced hub, but don't you feel that this is a taking away from the miners' professions?
Pepe hand rub.
Actually, no. If we do,
actually
we
kind
can
of agree with
definitely
that.
certainly employ the. We can certainly employ the miners, and pay them for their if we ask them to supply the pantry dish. It's not like we're.
Go ahead,
It's
Tana.
not just
And
the
it's not
miners.
just-
Yeah,
It's everything. You said the pantry dish was going to have guns, bullets, everything, right? So it's taking away from most of the professions that have just been put into place.
Yeah.
Like
But
if anyone
I'm
wanted to
saying-
sell something, why would you buy something if you could just go to the pantry and grab whatever?
Well, there is a ticket system.
Yeah, but that's why it's not something that people can just go in and out whenever they feel like it. That's why I have a ticket system, and those tickets are
Good job.
disposable. So once you use up a ticket, you can't use it anymore.
You hand it in.
There's all I will have the details. I will put out the details of what the pantry dish entails, so that way you have a better idea of what I'm referring to.
Okay, well maybe we're just not understanding, but I do believe that this might hurt a lot of businesses in the long run if this is exactly what you're communicating.
Right. But this is more. But yeah, we're just. It's not like we're trying to.
If I might,
anything.
Mr. Mayor. That was me asking for permission to interject. Right.
Yeah.
Well, you say
go
there's a ticketing system. These tickets, are they initially for free or are they purchased?
They are purchased.
Right then. So couldn't anyone who wants to help supply that place that has a profession be paid for their time and service from the ticket sales?
Yes. Technically, if anything, it will most likely go to the governmental branch, but we can use that fund. We can redirect some of those funds to compensate those people with said professions, if they so choose. If we do contract them to supply the pantry dish.
What do you think, Chief and Architect? Does it sound like something that could make it work a little better?
Well, personally, I am a little offended because it just sounds like you're creating a governmental way to stomp on Lebo's face, as it is a way for businesses and people with professions to sell their products. But I mean, I understand if the government wants to source professionals for their product, but that's just me personally. I don't know about you, Tana.
It's a tenuous ground to walk on. You have to be really careful about how you source that product, how you pay for it.
I may or
if
may
you pay
not have
for it.
approved of the Pantry Dish initiative because I knew it would be controversial.
interesting is if you went
Am I an
through
asshole?
Lebo for the pantry. Just a thought, because Lebo houses some of the best and brightest for businesses, and the pantry is a way to source for those businesses. So I mean, if nothing else, that could be a good kind of segue into business between the government and Lebo itself. But
And do
I
keep in
agree with
mind-
Zane.
A topic
do
for a
keep in
certain
mind that
podcast?
This ticketing system is like I said, is disposable, and you can sell.
Are you saying you want Harold to have a
I
podcast?
just do keep in mind that there is a cap.
Good
on
morning,
how much
everyone.
you're
This
willing
is
to sell these
Harold
tickets
Radio.
for,
You're
which I
here
said is
for
about
the
50,000
Harold Talk
coins.
Show, where
I
we
know
talk
that's-
all things Cardwaithe.
and I did this only to stop any form of inflation and or to get out of hand. And I think that 50,000 is a pretty solid price. That is obtainable. That is somewhat obtainable. It should it be that valuable. And do keep in mind, I didn't mention this now. I didn't mention this, but the government does take a 5% commission from all ticket sales after, including especially amongst sales amongst the. So they take 5%. So it's not like so there is. This is something that I kind of want something to like. The idea is that I kind of want to give something for businesses and islanders to use, while also trying to bring some income for us. So money is moving around. If you understand what I'm going at.
Yep. I gave them half a year. Gave everyone on the server half a year to accumulate money, so that the gods don't have to pump any more in.
Yeah, I think once more details are released, I think I can give a little bit more perspective on that. Appreciate
it. Any other questions regarding about the laws being announced? Nope. Okay, so now let's get into let's go into the market, the economy.
There he goes floating again.
So originally, so a while back, I did submitted a legislation regarding an ability to change the market economy. Although this was denied, the gods did inform us.
I just saw the text for Jimbo from Victoria. Very cute.
That there is a representative that has been appointed that will represent the vendors. And of course, and this is big for you, Zane and Lebo. They will be getting in contact with you relatively within 24 hours. So there's gonna be much more discussion going on regarding that. So I advise you to be ready for that. Ready for that conversation whenever the representative shows up. So, of course, so this is one huge step of changing the economy, as we've been wanting to have happen for a long time now. As we all came to realize that we need to do something to like make sure we have like ongoing business thriving, as well as an incentive for people to wake up and do stuff and to be rather active in the world. So whether it be for business, personal, or just leisure. So so now going to the vending machines, I have created a spreadsheet of all the vending machines in the realm. So I'm gonna go ahead and release this in the mayoral channel, and for all of you to go ahead and click it, and you can see it with your eyes perfectly fine if you so choose.
Oh, Raygon.
Oh, Raygon. Just in time. About to get into the meat of things.
I'm gonna take a second to clear my ears.
Oh, that's a good idea. Anyone who needs to clear their ears, especially on Vuk's voice, please go do so.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I must say, Mr. Mayor, I think this is going rather swimmingly. And for once, we're actually getting immediate good feedback. I've been to a lot of these meetings with many mayors, and this is a welcome change.
I appreciate that, Harold.
Also, the shine and shimmer of your weapon is very, very alluring, I must say. Very nice. You think you could give us a spin? Oh my, very, very nice.
Are you referring to the M2?
Yes, whatever it is that's all shiny and gold on your back.
Then it's the M2 then. Okay.
Man, I wish we could walk slowly.
Okay.
That gun looks so good. That gun looks so good, dude.
Hold up. I just sent the wrong one.
Oh, shit. I don't think I need this right now.
All right, there you go. So go ahead. It's in the mayor channel. So go ahead and just take a look at that, and you guys can, and we can have an open discussion about some of this stuff. We can have an open discussion regarding this. So I'm gonna go ahead and lead out the conversation about this. Some of the things I've observed from documenting all the vending machines is that there's a lot of duplicates. Not the ones like from like Bandicamp and not just like the ones from Bandicamp and the shopping center, but like duplicates within the governance itself, like the vehicle vending machines. As we already have, we have about 3 or 4 of them. Although 2 of them are in mixed garage, which is perfectly fine. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about everything outside of that. And of course, yeah, and you can all the prices are there, as well as the name of the vendor. And there are multiple tabs showing of which location of which vending machines and which location that it belongs to. Some of them I've already I made them all into one, as like, for example, the fishing villages. All the vending machines and the fishing village are all the same, and of course there's some stuff specific to the location in mind. Yeah, so if you guys have any ideas of like feedback on like what can be changed and what can be changed, what vending machines we can do, what vending machine ideas we have for it. Yeah, I leave the floor open completely to everybody so far. To everybody. I do ask that we do it to keep it civil.
So I don't know if this was changed since you've made this spreadsheet, but the vending machine in the shopping center, it's the one that's 250 metal scrap. It's 250 metal scrap for 1,000. I mean, 250 metal frags for 1,000 scrap. Not 25 scrap, as it says on the spreadsheet.
Under is in the shopping center under 50. Wait, hold up. Resource exchange, correct?
Yeah, correct.
250 metal frags for how much?
1,000 scrap.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I made that change now. I guess the gods were just testing the vending machines to see what the limits are. So there are some limitations.
Yeah, I heard
to
somebody
how
say
we-
about
how
that,
we
and
have
that was a
upload-
ridiculous
how
price,
we
so I
to,
changed it.
To set up the vending machines. So just keep in mind that we are to have whatever we to have 7 unique items in a single vending machine. 7 unique items, but the cost of it can only go up to a full stack. Keep that in mind. 7 unique items that can be put in a single vending machine. Quantity doesn't matter, but it can only go up to a full stack, so it can only go up to like 1,000. And I think the gods would set the rules for how much it get
Do I have... Alright, I'm gonna open this up for anybody watching my stream, so you guys have reference to what people are talking about. I'm sitting here like, oh, I don't care. Because I personally don't care what everybody wants to do.
Obviously, there's only there's like one suggestion that I have in mind, is that considering we're in government and everything is in reach and convenience, I think it'd be better to make it just basically increase the price on everything, but probably not go too crazy. I'll probably say like double the price of it, just mainly because it's just mainly for ease of convenience. And if people want to go out and get the material for cheaper, they can do that. Just know that there's the cost of convenience. I know Zane been wanting to make.
Yeah, they did a good job
pricier than
separating it out. Like
is.
it was a lot of work, and I assigned it to the mayor's office because I don't feel like doing it and I don't care. But yeah.
I have a question for you.
So if anybody
Mr.
wants to
Luke,
see any
where
certain
does this
tab
money
or
go?
something, let me know.
So this is just all vending machines, so it doesn't really flow anywhere. Again, this is an opportunity for us to basically change and or create new vending machines. So we can technically create new vending machines. This is mainly, I think this doesn't really go to any one pocket.
Yes,
I
historically,
think that's a big problem.
historically, the gods will never change it so that vending machines pay anyone. Vending machines are like a delete things from the economy sort of thing, and there's no way to change that. At least not yet.
Right. It just seems like a drain on the new and upcoming economy. If we've just created professions that create all of these things individually, why would you have an alternative location for people to buy something other than people having like their own personal vending machines?
Well, I do believe that's the point there, Tana. We should probably make everything in the vending machines cost more so that they're they are inclined to purchase from the professions, and they only go to the vending machines out of necessity or convenience.
Right.
That's a
And
good
again,
idea.
like I said, we can.
So
we
yes,
can
I
also request
I
that we
suggest
can have
increasing
certain-
everything or deleting all items, whatever.
Right, and we can move items around as well, in and out of certain vending machine. But just keep in mind, they have to be unique items. You can probably think of a thematic like a vending machine. You can probably make one to be like say like you can have one vending machine being like a full of weapons, but all the weapons are at maximum price for like for a full stack. Like, but you could make it hard to attain, maybe like difficult to attain. You probably can put like it doesn't have to be just scrap. You can make it cost maybe like C4, maybe rockets, like C4, maybe AIM modules, MLRS rockets. I mean, there's definitely items that we bear. There's definitely items that we have around that are around the realm that we don't use often.
Yes, and I think it could be
Why not just
it
make
could be
some
a
of
really
them-
good thing. I like that you're bringing it to the people, Luke, because they could help understand better what items to put in the vending machines, perhaps that none of the professions actually can make or sell. Or even the things that could help the people with professions to make or sell their things, you know, easier.
Right. There's also and then like you can probably find. I mean, there's one item that I probably would most likely try to request to be put in a vending machine is probably that of a gas mask. I think that'd be something that the PD would definitely like to have. So why not have that included? I know Terran has one that he used in his lab. In Teller's cabin up north. So why not try to have something like that in the realm? I know Miranda doesn't sell that, but why not just have that as an option? And of course, you see me run around with a gas mask, and especially with the recent fighting. Yeah, if you do, I think if you rather just think of this. If you want things to be more expensive, don't think about just scrap. Think about things that are hard to obtain and hard to craft. I think that might be the best way to approach it.
You know, Harold, you brought up the point of deleting everything, and I'm just liking it very, very slow.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, do just keep in mind that
would-
it's not as easy for the big monuments to delete everything.
Right.
It's hard to remove those machines from there.
Right, and also keep in mind, you can also reduce the value of what you get in say like for example the cards. We can definitely reduce the amount of scrap that you can get back per card. Just food for thought.
Okay, how urgent are we to fix these? Because I feel like the individuals that hold professions should be able to have a say in which their competition is. Because if that economy or that econ is going nowhere, then obviously it's competing against what they already have.
Right. So we're in no rush, but I want to present this to everybody now, so that way they would have some time to look at the spreadsheet and to get a good idea of what can be done and what can be changed. So that we're in no such rush to just like sweep the economy just like that. Yeah, and I'm not really pushing any sort of deadlines for these type of things. So just keep that. So you would have. I really encourage people to pay very close attention to these, to this, and try to come up with some ideas. Maybe come up with their own vending machines to see and probably show it off to people, see what sticks.
I've got to say that I really like Harold's idea of just increasing the prices over what people are offering for their professions.
Yeah.
hoping that people go to the people for their professions instead of the vending machines. Deleting everything from the vending machines would create something of a grinder, like a grinder mentality, and I don't think that's what we inevitably want for the whole of Cardwaithe.
Yeah, I think that is something to be also to keep in mind. I know you want things. I think that's a balancing act that needs to take place. If we try to make it overly expensive,
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Probably makes
Balancing
it
act.
for to grind, difficult to like
Balance.
try to do things in it, and we have to grind for this stuff. Although it may be rewarding, but we don't want to take up too much of our time and take us away from what needs more attention.
Like
So
my
it needs-
stuff, my
it needs
stories.
some form of balancing act.
Yeah, whatever we end up doing, it seems right. I don't think taking away everything is a good solution. That isn't balanced enough. I think that the creation of balancing prices and the creation of the professional market is going to be important. That's going to create the balance that we need.
I really hate that you're
Right.
using the word balance, but I'm being dramatic when I said I wanted to remove everything. But yes, you know, I told you the other day that we just multiply everything by like 20 or something. You know, I'm just.
I don't know if 20 is 20 seems like a lot right now. There's not enough people doing enough with their professions to make it worth the 20 that goes into it, but it would encourage people to do things more with their professions and get jobs.
Right. Yeah. So I'm like, you also gotta keep in mind our like you tend to made a great point about our population at the moment. So right now it may not be that many people right now, but over time, when we have new islanders show up, and maybe it may warrant the increase, like kind of like what Sanju suggested. But as of right now, I think it's probably good to start up small, and then once we have the opportunity of more islanders show up, we can probably go ahead and gradually increase over time.
Well, I'll say you don't want to start off too small, because having done setting up vending machines over multiple seasons, even selling the deer meat that I was selling and the water jugs at one scrap each, I was barely seeing anyone buying.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
because
so-
no one carries scrap. That's the problem. No one carries scrap.
Yeah. If there was a way for us to use
that's kind of messed up, but
yeah, I mean, if there was a way for us to use to have vending machines take econ, I think this would be an entirely different discussion. But I digress. Yeah. So just overall, just we're not in a rush to come up with ideas for how we do approach the vending machine. If you have an idea, just run it with other people, and also while at the same time presenting it to the mayor's office. And if we like the idea, and as well as many other people, we go ahead and we put that on the list. And once we have a good list of like what vending machines needs to be changed, I can submit it to the gods and be a requisition request, and if they agree to it, they will make the changes to it. Does that sound good, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, I'm gonna put a lid on the market economy stuff for now. But now we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next part. The next part of the main discussion is the professions. So I'm gonna make an announcement real quick. The gods did notify me on some things that the gods can people with professions can.
And it's already been over an hour.
So
What
I'm
the
gonna
hell?
go ahead and list these things. So just keep in mind. Only oil extractor can place refinery. Only miner can place furnace. Only oil extractor can start refinery. Only miner can start furnace. Oil extractor can exchange diesel to low-grade fuel. Only forester can repair forester items. Only miner can repair miner items. Only weapons engineer can repair weapon engineer items. Only vehicle engineer can repair vehicles. So those are the things that the gods have told me. That's the list that the gods sent me regarding regarding professions and what things are exclusive to them. So as of now, it's been about roughly 2 weeks. Roughly, we're at the halfway point of the season. We had some time, try to get a feel for what the professions. So I leave the floor open to you all, and I'm open to hearing what you guys have to say about professions and how you feel about them.
I still haven't found what the restrictions are of the electrician. Everyone seems to be able to do their own electrical work.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know why that you're still able to. I can understand buying electrical. You can buy electrical items via vendors, but I don't understand why is it that you are still able to deploy electrical items when it should be the electrician. So that one confuses.
Like everyone seems to be able to make their own electrical work thus far on their own, and like I'm not hurting for money. I'm not trying to use that job for like a source of income or something like that at the moment, but it would be nice to be able to have that option. But at the moment, electrician kind of seems. I'm going to use the word useless as
No,
but I don't know. What's the point of having an electrician if you could just walk in and have your own stuff?
Yeah, I mean, two words that came to my mind after thinking about and talking to other people with professions is deployment and processing. I think those are two fundamental operations that hinder individuals from buying or producing their services from other professionals. I've been having a lot of discussions, especially with miners, about how I think for miners something that should be very ideal for them is also the processing part, not just being able to put down furnaces, but also only being the individuals to operate them. Much like the oil extractors, not only deploying these refineries, but also being the only ones to actually operate them.
Right. So
Is that
actually,
not what he just said?
I did. So I did. Yeah. So two of the things I mentioned said only. So the two things I mentioned in the list that the gods gave me said only oil extractor can start refinery. Only miner can start furnace. But I don't know if people are still able to start their own like furnace. I'm pretty sure referring to large furnace, not the small one.
Sorry, it looks like I was whispering. Regan, I was saying how for miners, right? They not just deploying but also utilizing and processing materials, and much like oil extractors. So just deployment and processing is something.
Yeah, I was under the impression from the beginning that miners were able to deploy it and then anyone can use them. I didn't know before until just now that miners are also the only ones who can use the furnaces.
Right. So yeah, and of course there's some
Anyone can use the small furnaces though, right?
Right. They still can. People can still use the small. But I doubt that. I doubt that people are gonna go crazy and make a large operate. Do like put down a whole bunch of them, get to yield the large. I don't think people would have that time. Plus, it would be somewhat inefficient as well, considering you put your small furnace. Orion did speak to me. Orion did mention this, but made this suggestion. But I don't think I agreed to it. But maybe, and with the small population that like we have, maybe this might be a thing until more people come in. He suggested that people to be able to take up 2 professions, and I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea.
Spicy.
Well, when we're talking just strictly the new professions thing, I'm not sure about that, but just in a general scheme, I feel like being able to take up 2 positions or professions is a lot to manage, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there are some professions that aren't as difficult compared to others. Some are involved. Definitely, it's just a matter of perspective. I honestly think that I don't think we should explore having letting people get 2 professions, because I think that's more power, and I think it would just pretty much cannibalize any business opportunity that people would have, because I assume that some people would probably go like one thing, and then probably the other thing would probably be like miner or oil extract or whatever the fact. And I will disclose this. Out of everybody that have submitted the professions, the most popular profession people wanted to have was weapons engineer.
Everyone just a bunch of mercenaries.
Right. So yeah. Yep.
When the police aren't around, we kind of have to fend for ourselves.
Or just buy something from. But then again, you lose the ability to repair it.
Yeah, I feel it's probably more
It
so
gets
being able
expensive.
to repair it.
Yeah, it gets expensive rebuying weapons.
Yeah, so you're just like, honestly, like, I think you're better. So I want to see. I think the ability to repair should still gotta be exclusive to weapon engineer. But I feel like it kind of, yeah, like I said. I think with me, in my opinion, I think there should be some. I think certain weapons. If we're talking about like, I feel like certain weapons should be able to be exclusive to repair under weapons engineering. If we're talking about high tier weapons, Yeah,
Listen,
then I
Mr.
think
V,
that should
not
be
everybody was born and raised like holding a gun, you know, as a toddler. You know, I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, I think there are some rough edges that needs to be smoothed out, and I think
I'd like to be able to
remember the guy, I
repair a
think
combat knife. That'd be really nice.
Oh, does
yeah,
it
I think
extend
knives should
to even like the bows and spears?
Yeah, extends to literally all kinds of weapons, swords included.
Yeah,
which kind of.
I can't do
Okay,
anything about that.
then we should probably, yeah, I think if we're talking primitive weapons and melee weapons, I think people should be able to craft and repair them free. If we're talking about ranged weapons like that takes ammunition, I think those should be exclusive to weapon engineer. If we're talking about like primitive weapons like bows and arrows, I think people should be able to
You know,
freely craft and repair.
It sounds like you guys just don't want to support local business, you know.
Has it been an hour yet? I'm over
What do
this.
you mean? They're all weapons.
Hey
Go find
Zane,
a
hey
weapons
Zane,
engineer. It has
can I?
most people with
Hey
a
Zane, can I
gun.
buy an M249 from you? Can I buy an M249 from you, Zane? Do you have one that I can buy from you?
What are you talking about? That's not.
Can I buy an M39 from you? Can I buy?
I'm waiting. I opened Zege's. I opened Zege's stream
hold on,
right
I'll go
now.
buy one for
20
Sarah
seconds.
and then
20
sell it
seconds.
back
I'm
to you.
re-rolling. 20 seconds. I'm re-rolling his fucking
not
attitude. Please let it be higher than a 6. 10 seconds.
Yeah, why am I asked to Justin buy
10
it and
seconds.
sell it to you
8,
20
7,
times? How about that?
6, 5,
Justin
4,
doesn't sell HM
3,
LMGs.
2, 1. Give me it.
We're really having this technical conversation. Is not the premise.
Now let me see what he rolls. Let me
but,
see what he
we
rolls.
need- I think getting into the nitty gritty is just
A
as important.
2! He rolled a 2! He rolled a 2! No!
You can get all technical you want, technically, as you want about the market economy, but when it comes to actually,
Why
like,
is it
actually
an
having
hour
use to defend yourself, I think it's important, just as important to be
No!
technical.
Vito! God's intervening. Gods are intervening right now.
Anybody
I
has any
don't
other-
want this
any other-
tonight.
Any other concerns, opinions about like about professions, other than what's already been discussed?
Sorry, I need to go clean my ears out.
I know that I understand that initially when this was brought up to me, I did speak to a few of you. I think this was when I was deputy mayor. I understood the initial like concerns being that of like limitations. So I think people like understood very quickly what opportunity it may present having a certain profession. So yeah, just do keep in mind that while it may be limiting, it's somewhat limiting being like not be able to have a specific
This man rolled a
or
2.
or be able to craft whatever we want.
This
like we
man
used to
rolled a
last season.
fucking
I think
2.
having a profession is a good step in the right direction. In having a
Unbelievable.
having a somewhat incentive to not just like have to present opportunities to like for not just for ourselves but also like have incentive to wake up in the realm and be able to be, because like if we have a profession, if we have stuff to do, I think that would be enough.
I want him to at least
do
be
that.
neutral.
And you never know whenever the let's say the built-in stuff would change, and if there are any sort of additions to it. I know that I heard in the far ends of the realms that there's a possibility of a plant harvester. I just don't know, but who knows when that's gonna come around.
A plant harvester? Huh? What the fuck is he talking about?
So no one would be able to pick up plants other than the harvester.
No, it's just a harvester to process plants. If I understand.
Can you say that in layman terms, please?
Fucking Raygun.
Process plant.
That doesn't mean less words, Sash.
I don't think it would lose the ability to pick up plants. Again, it's very vague. It's very vague around at this point. So won't know until later. Maybe the horseman will talk about it soon.
What, the horseman? What did he just say? Maybe the horseman will tell us about it? Huh? What? I didn't hear what he said. I was laughing.
Anybody else have questions, concerns, suggestions, anything as of right now? Because we're basically this is basically the last bit of the meeting.
I heard horseman, yeah.
Nope. Okay. Alright, I'd like to thank everybody for joining this meeting.
Man, it took 90 minutes.
Rather productive meeting.
That was crazy.
I thank everybody.
It took nearly 90. It took like 80
Harold
minutes.
for stopping by. I hope the notes you take will help the gods greatly. So yeah. So again, stay by. We are having the auction here. So the gods. So once this meeting concluded, Vernier will pop up shortly. So and we'll begin the auction then. Okay. So with that, I thus conclude the meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I believe Ronir said he'll actually stand exactly where you are, so I'll go head back home and make sure I deliver my notes, and they said once they have my notes, they'll come over here. So we'll see you all again soon. I'll be available sometime after the auction. I need to take care of many things tonight, but feel free to text that question mark, and just include my name. I should be able to receive it. All right. Good evening.
See you, Harold.
Good night, Harold.
See you
See
later.
you later. I gotta say, that was really strange just now. Harold was talking.
I was... Oh, I was whispering. I didn't realize I was still... No, I was yelling. I don't know what I was. It doesn't matter. All right, sending Harold back home and then doing cool stuff. Okay, I don't have anything on me. So Harold will just go right back inside. Disappear. Put my shit back on. Perfect. Are they all just sitting? Nobody's talking? Oh. Wow. Okay. Oh, let's see if this works.
Is anyone else thinking about the auctions?
I still don't understand what the auction is. Are we auctioning the entire village or each house?
As far as I understand, it's the entire village. At least that's what was initially discussed.
All right, let me switch my playlist real quick.
And what will happen to current people who live there?
I'll find out when the auction's over.
Am I invisible or hello? Hi?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Yes, hi. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain everything in a minute. But yes, it's for the whole village. We have one more person that expressed very high interest in participating, and I'm just waiting for them to get here. So give them just another minute or two. Ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys fucking ready? Are you guys fucking ready? Oh, there he is. Oh, I guess this is the right place then, huh? Howdy doody, Ronir. Hello, Mr. Vacone. Alright. Let's get things started. So, tonight's auction is for the entirety and ownership of the town structure that is located on Hart Island. Though you will be bidding tonight for the ownership will not take effect completely until the start of next season. This is to give time for closing and for suggestions of any improvements that may be needed or changes, and then of course enough time for the gods to set up zones that the new owner will want. Does everybody understand what we're going for here?
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man, that sounds spicy as hell. Alright, well, if you guys remember, for those of you who are aware of this early, we have a little gift of who gets to start us off. So, we ask that our architect, Mr. Tanastyros, please, if you wouldn't mind giving us the opening bid. And you can stay, where you are, you can walk up, it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna stand up here the whole time.
And the opening bid is 200,000 coin.
Holy shit! Okay, you guys got richer than I anticipated. Yeah, they did.
I'm already out of this.
All right.
Isn't like...
So, I heard a 210, but let me just make sure I state for the record, the opening bid was 200,000 coin by Mr. Tanastyros. And did I hear a 210 by Vuk?
Yes.
Alright, we have 210,000 coin for the village by Mayor Vuk Kuznetsov. Do I hear 220?
250.
250 from Tana, 250. Do I hear 260?
275.
275 from Vuk. 275 from Vuk. Do I hear 280?
Put me in for 300,000.
All right, 300,000 from Don Vacone. Do I hear 310?
Here.
310,000, the bid from Vuk Kuzatov. Do I hear 320,000? And do make sure you are yelling so everyone can hear. 320,000, anyone?
Yeah, here.
All right, 320,000 from Tana Styros. Do I hear 330,000?
Here.
330,000 from Vuk Kuzatov. Do I hear 340,000?
Put me down for 350.
350,000 from Don Vacone. Do I hear 360?
Put me down for 500,000 coin.
500,000 coin from Tana Styros.
Jesus.
Okay. Do I hear 510?
Put me down for 525.
525,000 coin from Don Vacone. Do I hear 530?
Put me down for 6.
600,000 coin from Vuk Kuznetov. Do I hear 610?
750,000.
Holy shit. 750,000 coin is the bid from Tana Styros. Does anyone dare challenge it?
8.
Oh my god. 800,000 coin. That's the current bid for the village from Vuk Kuznetov. Do I hear higher?
Uh, 820.
820,000 from Tana. Do I hear 830?
Here.
830,000 from Vuk. Do I hear 840?
Give me 850.
850,000 from Don Vacone. Do I hear 860?
860.
860,000 coin.
870.
870,000 coin for Vuk Kuznetov. Do I hear 880?
880.
880,000 coin from Tana Styros. Do I hear 885?
Go for 9.
900,000 coin for the village from Vuk Kuznetov. Do I hear 910?
910.
910 from Tana Styros.
$930.
Woo! 930,000 coin.
940.
940,000 coin, Tana Styros.
$950.
950,000 coin from Vuk Kuznetov. Do I hear 960?
960.
960,000 from Tana Styros.
1 million.
Wow, okay. 1 million coin from Vuk Kuznetov. Very interesting bid, Mr. Kuznetov.
$1,010,000.
from Tanastyros.
1.1.
$1.1 million in coin from Vuk Kuzantov. 1.1 million coin.
$1.1 in 10,000.
1,110,000 coin, Tanastyros.
$1.420.
That sounds like a max bid right there. 1,420,000 coin, Vuk Kuzantov.
$1.430.
1,430,000 coin, Tanastyros for the village. Do I hear higher? $1,430,000 coin for Tanastyros. Going once. 1,430,000 coin for Tanastyros. Going twice.
1.5.
1.5 million coin. Don Vacone. Do I hear higher? $1.5 million coin for Don Vacone. Going once. 1.5 million coin going twice. Last chance. Tana?
1.5 and 10,000.
1.5, 10,000 coin. Tanastyros. Sorry, I just needed to take a breath on that. Alright. 1,510,000 coin going once. 1,510,000 coin going twice. Sold for 1,510,000 coin to Tanastyros, our new owner of the village. A hand for Mr. Styros. All right. We need to take care of some logistics, and we'll get with you, Mr. Styros, as soon as we can to collect the money or set up a plan to collect it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. It's good to see you all. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Put up quite the fight there, Mr. Styros.
Trust me, Don, I almost didn't want to bet against you, all things considered.
No, it's quite all right. I needed to see where your heart was at. This is the town on heart. I know it means a lot to a lot of people. I know a lot of people don't know me very well, but they sure know you. Couldn't have lost to a better man.
Yeah. You know, I almost didn't go that extra bit. I almost didn't do it. But, something told me I needed to. It was something from my past.
Well, it's good you listened to that something then. Cause I'll tell you what, if I wanted it, it'd be mine. But I heard it in your voice.
Trust me, I know, Don.
You know I once owned the whole joint, right? Long time ago.
You know, I've heard stories. Sometime I want to get together with you over some tea or something like that. We got to talk to stories because for a while I had some memories of some guy named Sydney in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, we go back a bit. Well, at least him and my vessel do. Well, in any case, Mr. Century, I was wondering if you had some time to talk up in Lebo. I've been appointed representative of the vendors.
Yeah, sure.
Could that be a now thing, or you need some time?
Yeah, I'm free right now. We can make our way over there.
All right. Well, good seeing y'all. Serene?
Hi, Zane.
Let's talk. Let's go talk.
Sure.
I appreciate that. Let me know if you need repairs or anything. I'm gonna have this meeting and then. we can make it after.
I thought about it, but I was like, it sounds like you guys are reaching your limit, so.
For sure.
Oh, I love this. I love the quiet meeting. Oh, I need to put a fucking phone on me. I keep forgetting to add a phone and a flashlight to Don Vacon's kit. That's my bad.
Indeed. Alright, good. I was wondering if you blew your load too much to even care, like Vuk. He doesn't give a shit about Lebo.
I love that Zane is like so pissed at Vuk about everything.
Yeah, like Vuk that doesn't give a shit about Lebo. Alright, sorry about that. Let me just unlock the door for you.
Don't worry about it. No problem.
Alright, so businessman to businessman, why'd you pull out?
Businessman to businessman, huh?
I know you got money, Mr. McCone. Why'd you really pull out?
Well, you see, If you think of Cardwaithe as an ocean, the deer protector probably would be seen as the shark. But you see, there's a couple different kinds of sharks. He's just a baby shark. Me? My fin's seen some things. And going right along with this metaphor, there's bigger fish to fry.
Right.
Bigger fish to fry. And hopefully we can fry some of them up today. So you got a, got an office set up here yet, or what?
I don't, but I think it
Hi,
is
Kuro.
just appropriate to talk in the venue, you know?
Oh, yes, of course. Of course. I like me a little dramatic view. Why don't we go look out the window? You know, a long time ago, this place, it meant something. Something different to me. But now it's changed for the better.
I apologize, Mr. Bacone. Give me a second. I need a message Ronier to fix my ears for a second for this conversation.
Oh, sure thing.
Alright.
Is that any better? Or you need to go further?
Yeah. That's better.
Right. So I was saying, a long time ago, this place, it meant something, Cardwaithe, to me. I thought I could make a change for the better. Instead, I basically died. And the change was made without me even being there for it. I was stuck in a crystal for a very long time. Ferocious told me though, you had you some memories in you at one point. Brother Z's. I'm sure that wasn't particularly pleasant. And despite what you may or may not think, he was a good man. He just didn't know what kind of man he was. Not until he had to. Not until it mattered for everybody. He had some help, but he was the man who saved this place. So it's very fitting that someone who had his memories is here now in the dawn of a new day. The Cardwaithe we always wanted.
It's actually a setting, but okay.
If I wasn't in an appreciative mood, I think I would slap the shit out of you. I know it's dusk, okay? Just looks nice. It's poetic, you son of a bitch. Anyway. Things are about to change. And this place that, for lack of a better term, I thought brought some kind of negative aura to Cardwaithe, is actually what's gonna save it. I know you're involved in the bridge, but, bridge or no bridge, if the economy crumbles, ain't nobody gonna be here anyway. And so the gods asked me to talk to all the vendors. All the voiceless, the ones that can only talk in that textual manner. They know there's been a lot of complaints, and they know some of them are probably gonna be, headed the way of the dodo. And they're okay with that because they can find new means. So this meeting is twofold here, Mr. Century. First of all, we would like to take suggestions from you on what all of our lovely vendors should and shouldn't be selling and at what price. Now, that can take time and that's perfectly fine, but I'm gonna open me up a mailbox over there at the post office. And, when you get your ideas together, I'd love to present them to the vendors. The second thing, aside from that, is our plan to open up a nice cafe. It's gonna be called the Abbey Cafe. We're gonna be talking to Mr. Raygon soon. We hope to form a partnership with him, but more importantly, we're looking at opening more than one eventually. So we would like to formally petition to become part of Lebo.
I had a feeling this day would come, knowing that you're starting up a new business, that this is something very, very strategic of you to do, which I highly appreciate.
Of course. It's all about timing and delivery. That's what they always say.
Well, I hope you understand that as a partner, an associate of Lebo, you know, I do my best in fighting for your voice in the government panel. I would say that you might wanna have Mr. Regon go through some tests or something, because Mr. Regon, he's poisoned a few people in my day, so I can't really vouch for him in terms of quality.
We've done our own research. It ain't his food. It's the health department. The diseases aren't inherent inside of the food items. Thank you. Food items, when made from their respective animals, they don't natively carry those diseases. So it's nothing wrong with Raygon. It's because there are still diseases. That's the problem.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Just something to note.
So we're not too worried about that. We're also, wondering about investing. Is there a fund that's helping to, keep the organization going? And if so, could we, with our petition to join, become an investor? And we wouldn't expect to have any sort of say in anything in terms of policy. We're just humble, silent investors.
I see. Well, if you're interested in becoming an investor, there is a contract that I need to write. The time is permitted, but you know, is there anything on the top of your head that you would like in terms of return of investment?
Well, it's funny you ask. There is exactly one thing that we want. And that would be a lack of oversight at our cafes.
So what are you inclining?
Well, there are certain things upcoming that we may need to apply for permits. And we don't believe that that will be a good use of our time.
So you would like Lebo to write up your documentation, is that correct?
If possible.
Okay, that seems doable. For, you know, getting businesses started is another way that we provide service, so that is well under our umbrella.
That's good, because we also want something else to be done with our investment. And that's exactly what you said, helping businesses start. We know there's costs provided, so we'd be interested in officially helping you kickstart a program with Lebo, offering grants to new business owners, covering the costs of starting a new business. And we'd like that to last for as long as it can, because we are prepared to offer a 3 million coin investment.
I'll be damned. See, then that's the money that I expected you to dish out.
That's just cash on hand, Mr. Sentry.
Okay. Is this a seasonal investment, or?
Well, what is it you would need?
Well, for me to be fair, I feel that 3 million is a bi-seasonal investment. That way we can offset the costs of not only new businesses but existing businesses that are affiliated with Lebo. How does that sound to you?
Bi-seasonal. Every other season. Let's see. We got about 6 of those left in the year. Well, let's say we give you to cover us through the rest of the year. We just give you 9 mil to Lebo and 1 mil to you.
What was that last part?
Oh, and 1 million to you for working with us.
That is that is what I thought you said. Right. What in the?
Are you on duty?
No.
Then it ain't your
Just,
problem.
You know, it catches me off guard.
I thought you'd be used to explosions by now, considering the amount you even caused. You saw what happened over there at that Serafina place. What'd you go through? About 4 different cars?
Yeah, like those Magitek bullets are not the friendliest.
Yeah, there's something, aren't they?
Okay. So you said you'll have a mailbox at the post office, right? And when I have this contract written up, I can get that. I'll get a copy to you.
Sure, sure. Well, if this seems amenable to you, how about I just drop this mill in your pocket? We'll get the 9 mil when the contract's signed.
Sure, if that alleviates the load.
Here you go.
How did you know my? Oh, that's.
I took it out of my pocket and put it in yours. Until we meet again, Mr. Century.
I feel it in my.
Man, imagine working with Don Vacone. Huh, that's pretty cool. That one looks pretty cool. Let's do this one. Yeah. Sad. Sad. Let's see if I just put an F, if it'll fit. There we go. And we'll lock it, and then I have it easy because I can just go on this side.
I'm going to propose this as a change, but having maybe numbers on the boxes I think would be a good idea. Probably.
All right.
So we just
go. Okay. Dang. All right, I need to open a new account. I don't even know what to call it. $89. All right. All right, let me update Don Bacone's kit real quick. Kit edit Don Bacone. Inventory, overwrite, save. Am I yelling? Now I'm yelling.
Come on. Please.
evening.
Hey, Rainier, come on, please.
Ah, place looking snazzy as ever. Though it's gonna be a little bit defunct with this pantry, huh?
Yeah, I'm probably... I don't know what I'm gonna do about that.
Oh, I'm sure it'll just be lots of very friendly, civil discussion. If you have the entire amount of funding of 1,500,000 and... what was it? 510,000?
It's 1.51.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1.51.
If you have that entirety, you can transfer it to bank account number 89.
Okay, give me just one moment.
Sure thing.
This is good music when I'm just looking at him. He's like so intense looking.
The transfers completed 1.51 million from just account to account 89.
All right, perfect. Okay, so 2 points of business here. Point one is something that I would like you to keep to yourself for the next, 10 to 20 minutes while we get this done. But I'm sure you were wondering exactly where your money is going to go. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Well, I think it'll please you to know that this money is going right back to the people. We'll be giving them a stimulus.
Oh, perfect.
And that will be done as soon as I leave here. So if you don't mind, literally not telling anyone, knowing that we see you when you text, that would be great. We'd like everyone to just be surprised. And then afterwards you could be like, yeah, he told me. That's fine. The other thing is, it kind of is convenient that the architect is the one who won, so you're saving yourself a little bit of effort by not needing to talk to an additional person. However, as a perk included in purchase, if there are any changes you'd like to make to that town, as long as you can get them into us in the next 3-4 days, and you can just write a building proposal. You don't need to take a bunch of pictures and stuff if you don't need to. You just let us know. One of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna put a sign and a mailbox on every one at the very least, because that's gonna be very necessary.
Okay. One of the proposals will be a name change.
Oh, of course. Would you like the name to be made onto a sign that people don't paint on? It just, it has the letters like the municipal center?
That would be wonderful if at all possible.
Okay, include that in your changes proposal. Try to just make one giant one so we can just kind of go through a list of all the things that you want. Additionally, we are going to start working on zoning off each of the houses so that, I guess, essentially so that nobody can enter them until it's time. That will be for next season, though. We don't want anyone to be able to put locks or claim anything until you have decided how you're going to do things. So we will, we'll zone each home off with, well, actually, so we're going to put signs with numbers on them already, and we'll zone them off by those numbers so that, as people gain permission to use those homes, that's the only way they'll be able to get in. One good draw for that is that as long as this is something that you agree with, since you're the owner now, that means that whoever owns the home, whether you do buying it or renting it, that's up to you, they will decide who is able to enter it. Now, our balancing act for that is normally the owner would be able to enter any of them, and you will have the permission to do so until it is purchased. In that case, this is our only thing that we won't budge on. We will require consent from the homeowner to allow you to enter. I know that's non-typical, but that will help for, their own privacy, and I think it'll be a good selling point for you that only people they say can enter.
Exactly. That is good. That's a good security precaution too. That's just one more thing to add on to.
Exactly. Exactly.
Motive for being in the town.
Yeah. So you'll probably want to go.
As well, but Victoria is going to keep her home indefinitely.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, literally all of that is up to you. However you want to do it. Like I said, you can have people purchase homes that then you would have to buy back from them, or you could have people just rent and have it seasonal. Whatever you want to do, that'll be up to you, and you'll just have to submit to us. And since you're the architect, you can just do it through building proposal. Just submit to us who owns what and who can get into where and all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, and then also we'll go ahead and put if we're able to for next season when you first wake up, we'll drop a bunch of code locks in your pocket so that you can just go code lock the whole thing up yourself. Now don't lock any of them, leave them all unlocked, but you could at least place them, then they don't have to pay for them.
Of course. The code locks are appreciated. If I could also have a small wooden sign, just so I can put the numbers down.
Oh, we're gonna put the numbers down for you. When we wake up next season, there'll be numbers on the houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I wanted to let you know that just so that I don't get credit for anything that is not due, that idea was Victoria's. And she proposed it several seasons ago, and I only just got around to it.
Oh, okay. That's sweet. Thing is, we're just gonna take credit for everything we do, so, thank you for letting me know.
Okay, that's fair. I figured if nothing else, it was important to you. By the way, I am in ownership of something I am not supposed to have, and I am going to tell you / show you it so that you don't take it from me, but it's a little bit nostalgic, which I don't know if you can actually feel, but give me just one moment.
Okay. Why? Why do you have that?
Here you go. The raid bases.
Ah, I see. Well, luckily, in all honesty, luckily I really don't care anymore, so, go for it. You're just,
I didn't know if you would or not.
You're just more liable to get shot now, because now they know there's no god walking around in a scientist outfit, except for this scientist outfit, which is non-official.
And there we go. So should I just walk around town, just kind of with the gun out? And
yeah, that seems like a very silly, dumb idea. Anyway, so that'll be all set up. Just submit what other stuff you want, and I think that about covers it. So, any other questions about your new purchase?
No, that'll be it. We'll go ahead and get everything up and running with the proposals, and yeah. Anything you have to run by me, you can also run by Victoria, as she is a co-purchaser in this.
Oh, all right. Well, if that's all, if you don't mind cracking the door open, I'll be on my way.
Of course. of course. Oh, did you get the notes that I left in your mailbox, by the way?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Of course. Take care, everyone.
All right. Congratulations on your new property.
Hello, and welcome to my office. I bet you're wondering why I brought you here today.
Son of a
well,
bitch.
Have you ever heard of Amazon Prime? Did you know that if you link that with your Twitch account, absolutely
she doing
free,
up there?
you gain Prime Gaming. And you might be wondering, what can you do with a
Prime Gaming
account? Well, you can subscribe to your favorite streamers absolutely free each and every month. Do you know how to do it? It's very simple. Click the purple button above and check if you have an active
Prime Gaming
subscription. And if you do, go ahead and subscribe now. Do you know why you should subscribe?
Finally.
Well, it makes a streamer feel pretty good. Thank you, and remember,
Prime Gaming responsibly. Yes. God damn it, god damn it. I want this. And this uses 12 gauge buckshot. And it can use, hopefully, the other one.
There's a reason why I have it the way. So this is the reason why I have the edges like that. There's a reason. So you can do this.
It's a very nice reason. Was it, Sock? I'm glad you liked it. All right.
The hell?
It's very nice. The place you have here.
Whoa.
Very nice. You see, I have weapon too.
Put the gun down.
Oh, I don't think so. No.
The gun down. We're
Not
not
today.
interested in having some sort of parlay.
I am not here for parlay. No. See, I see large structure in ocean. It looked like good place for us. So we were hoping to, you know, requisition it, Mr. Mayor.
I put a lot of time and effort into this building. I am not letting someone take it right out of my hands.
It's funny you say letting. See, we are giving you a chance to leave with your life. You bring Queen with you. Queen is interesting to us too. You are also unleashed. There are many things here not in your favor.
I'm not giving up my base.
Hmm.
Even if I have to destroy it.
Even if you have to destroy it. You have no attachment then. So why do you care so much? We just need operation. That is all.
You can do it elsewhere, but not here.
Hmm. You see, this is where maybe problem. Maybe you're not understanding. Do you need to be made to understand? Or shall we scratch you off list?
Pardon?
Well, either you get to understand and we get operational base, or we scratch you off list. It is your choice. This is free realm. You have choice here.
Get in the helicopter, Victoria.
How about you do not? How about you stand, my queen? Ah, very nice.
You leave the queen after this. This is between you and me.
No, you are between her and I. Queen, if you could draw a weapon on Mayor, that would be very nice and helpful for me. I suggest you lay your arms. You are now surrounded, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, talk about impeccable timing.
Your weapons, give them to Queen. My queen, if you could pick up weapons, that would be very nice. It's okay if you need to throw his weapons in ocean. He don't need them anymore. Over here, Mr. Mayor. Very nice. Your armor, better in your pocket, please. Helmet too. On your knees. Thank you very much. Ah, it is very nice to have help here. Well, Mr. Mayor, I have information for you. You see, I do not have to kill. None of us have to kill Queen. To make her suffer. To make everyone on our list suffer. And all you did wrong, Mr. Mayor, is you chose the wrong friend.
Oh, if you're gonna shoot me, just shoot me. I've died already, but I died once before. Doesn't hurt a few more times.
There are two kinds of pain, Mayor. There is pain of body and there is pain of mind. The Shadow's hand operates in both. And we have orders, you see. Orders to follow. And now we get to scratch you from our list. And the Queen will get to see. Front row seat for free. And she will remember. But she will remember it a little different, my friend. Because she will remember that she did it. You hear, Queen? You see me do it, but the way you remember will be you did it. You understand? Thank you, Queen. Good night, Mayor. Oh. Very funny. Well, Queen, if you wouldn't very much mind, I would very much like it if you go visit Dragon. After you visit Dragon, you will remember that you shot Vuk and left him to die. Please take flight and have fun.
You fucker! Why does Lilith? God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Fucking shit is in. Got that under control.
What the fuck? What the fuck is it? Oh, fuck it. Come on. If you want to talk, just talk.
Oh no, no talking necessary. You see, what we want is your very, very annoying jetpack that make you go everywhere very, very fast. It does not allow us to do fun things. So now we take, and we do not give. But we hide, so gods do not give. Good day.
Where did he put it? Is that?
Come on. Free me.
Where the fuck did his jetpack go? Am I blind?
Come on.
Where the hell did he put it?
Let me go.
I don't see his jetpack. This is his armor. I don't see it anywhere. Hold on, did he put it in his backpack? I don't know.
Oh, God.
Oh, there it is. I found it. Also, I'm really annoyed that, like, so often my gun does not kill people. It's very frustrating. I wonder if it's a God mode thing. Huh. Also, let's heal up Victoria. Is there anyone else that we could mess up? Let's see. Man, he's gonna be so sad because I'm about to blow the fuck up out of this base. Like, I'm about to hit it with so much at once.
He's the one who pointed a weapon at me.
What?
Strike, call, napalm. Can I do it repeatedly?
Has her in his control. That's how I was able to die. I was able to get wounded. He has her. He has her under his control.
Wanna come with? I'm not exactly sure. There's two locations it could be.
Your rust froze. Let me reload medic. Did that help, Ludi? Yeah. Were you wounded and got in a helicopter and flew away? Oh, I kind of want to see these. You got downed in your heli? Yeah, I think it somehow has a problem with medic has an issue getting downed while you're mounted, it seems. Oh god, now I'm crashing. I teleported to you, now I'm crashing. Wow. Alright, let's totally unload medic. Noticing these new issues. Oh, it was the whole game too. The whole game crashed. That's weird. Oh god, it always looks like I'm out of focus. Is it my eyes? Alright. Where are you? I don't know. Our corpses are having invalid location. Oh, good. Good. All right. So now we can give them why is ARS 4th? All right, game is back. All right, we're just going to be chilling until this loads back in. Okay. I'm seeing our corpses having invalid positions. It's flooding my... It's flooding my feed. It said Victoria died, radiation. Okay. Okay. Well, I hope everybody's enjoyed what we've seen so far. Because it's been cool. I'm glad to have the Dawn get back into things. I was sick. I don't have much more to do tonight. I don't have much more. But I have a little more. Also, Ludi, let me know when you reconnect. I want to see if either of us can actually reconnect. I don't know what the hell happened. You're in? Okay, I see that you're in. Excellent. You ended up in Portal Hub? No, that means you died, dear. So it said you died of radiation. So I just wanted to make sure it respawns you. Okay, it looks like I'm in too. Hello? Okay, there she is. Where's my rust? Huh? Huh? Oh, it wasn't working down here either. Yeah, it was no reference. Sorry, if you had stuff, you're not getting it back. I don't know what happened. All right, briefly calculator and then back to Russ. There we go. Now we should be back. Wonderful. For some reason, it spawned me in Jade's gear. Why? Okay. Anyway. Give spacesuit. Yeah? Fun. Phone. Flashlight. Weapon. Spaz. Unload the ammo, throw it in the ocean. Are you still? Yeah, that's good. Ammunition. This. Beautiful. Now we go back down here. Hello again. You probably don't remember. You remember what you did. You don't remember that I saw. So I just want to tell you, a protector do not have jetpack anymore, so he won't be getting in way. Also, well, unfortunately, I do need to kill you again.
Of course.
Yes, of course. All right, so no, this is fun for me.
Yes. It is done. Hello, do you read? I cannot hear. Do you read?
Yes, I read. And what do they think of everything happening then?
Well, it does look like that division is happening, and as you suspected, they are being torn apart from within, losing trust within each other. Just as you suspected, based on your research. But I need to ask when job is over. Because you say you deliver James, but there is no James.
Yes, I know. James will come in time. James is not my purpose here. My purpose is someone else. And that is why you've been hired. But you are not to kill who I aim for. You serve a different purpose. You understand?
Yes, of course. I do not mean to question you. You are the one paying, and you are the one that is keeping us here. I do just want to make sure what it is you are looking for. Also, how you know that they do not come to this Aura Island anymore?
Oh, well, I can't lie there. They build much of their rapport on lies. None of them are honest with each other. That's what I'm counting on. And that's what you'll all lose as you continue your escapades. When people think there's a list, they'll wonder why they are or aren't on it. So it's time, my dear Shadow's Hand. It's time to wrap it up. The time is coming. And I will soon let them know that there's nothing they can do to stop me. Not a thing at all.
Alright, you tell us what it is you need.
Of course. You'll know when it's time. I'll speak to you again soon.
Alright. I'll go look at Big Ball for now.
Alright, you do that. Goodbye.
Hello, Big Ball! What do you have here? Hello, Big Ball? Oh, very spooky. Electric lightning. Yes. Oh. Ooh, so spooky.
I'm sorry. Did I invite you here?
What the hell? Is Bull talking? Hello? Hello, I am member Shadow's Hand. Nice to meet you, Bull.
The ball is not talking. I am Calypso, god of auras, and you are trespassing on my island. So it is time for you to leave.
Time for me to leave. Excuse me, disembodied voice. Why would I do this? What is purpose for me to leave? I like here. I like Ball. Ball is very nice. Yes?
That is a physical manifestation of an aura. It is not a bomb. And you must leave.
And what if I do not leave? What will this embodied voice do to me then? Huh? Will it do anything to me?
Are you challenging a god of Cardwaithe?
I am challenging disembodied voice. This is all I challenge right now. You have not proven yourself, Aura God. You've only proven yourself, voice. What am I to believe, huh?
I suppose I can show you. Ferocious. Give me an earthquake.
Ferocious, who the hell is this? Are there more voices here? Hello? I do not understand. What is the point of shaking?
It's part of the show.
What in heaven's name? Hello? Is everyone all right?
Are you alright? I think
Yes.
so. That was unexpected.
Yes, it was. Very curious.
Yeah, there seems to be
It's
something
hardly
happening.
the only curious thing.
I don't think it is. You're right. Well, what brings you all over here?
I heard you were looking for me the other day.
Ah, yes. I was able to find some records, communing with other heralds about some things you've mentioned in your notes.
Oh. Hopefully it's mostly good news.
Well, I don't believe in spoilers, so why don't you come in?
Fair enough.
Do you want this to be a private thing, or are you inviting Seraphina there?
Sarah can join in.
Come! Have a seat. Sit near Serene. Alright, I am currently whispering. Are you able to hear me?
Yep.
All right, give me just a few moments here. I have my notes. All right, so it's very difficult to find information about this. How do you say it again? Famiodor?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, it looks like there hasn't been much news out of Famiodor in some time. And apparently, the last thing that was seen was some sort of distress signal. However, when inter-realm councils sent some scouts, there was nothing. No one. It was as if they all left. But they were able to retrieve some records about these factions. Nightingales, Poison Thorn, Shadow Dawn, as you've written. It would seem that there was not equality amongst these factions. And it would seem that they fought incessantly. But you were wondering about the murder of your parents, which, as it would seem, was the beginning of whatever happened here.
I hate to interrupt, but it seems the earthquake messed with my ears.
Well, I'm going to keep talking to her, so just come back when you're fixed.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. So you've written here about your family, the Bloodhearts, being feared across realms. It would seem that is true. In addition to questions of their murder, you were wondering about your academy that taught you all your skills. And I think that's where the story really starts. You see, this academy, as far as I can tell, it's always called the Academy. I don't see any records of names. The interesting thing are the records, attendance, enrollment. And it shows that members of all three factions attended this academy. And that academy was the only safe place, for the training was more important than anything. But I don't think while you were there you would have known. You may not recall, but it looks like in the guidelines handbook for the academy, we were able to find a tattered version of it apparently. The first thing it said was, "You will only remember what you were taught." And so I think none of you who attended this academy knew anyone else who did, even if you formed bonds while you were there. I would assume that this is something for protection, so that no information learned there about each other can be used in your missions. However, it would seem there was one that remembered. I cannot discern from the notes their precise name, but it seems that they were part of Poisonthorn. And according to what we have, they would have been there when you were. Do you remember, or recall, or have you ever learned the cause of your parents' death?
I remember that there was a lot of fire, but I don't know if it was the fire that ultimately killed them, or if someone was in there and finished the job before the fire really spread. I kind of just froze outside of the house.
Tell me, do you remember that night? Whether it was misty?
Now that I think about it, it was rather misty. A lot more than usual.
So what we've also found was a course outline. Not for one course, but for the series. And it looks to me like it was split based on faction. Each faction had a separate course on kill methodology. Because each faction had access to different skills inherent within them, as far as I've read. The Nightingales, it would seem, at full power in the evening, when there was no sun, they could not be seen or heard. Shadow Dawn, if there was sun, could spontaneously cause flames. And Poison Thorn had an ability to emit a poisonous mist cloud. Based on your recollection, my dear, it is my theory that a member of the Poison Thorn faction remembered who you were and everything they learned. And they tried to make it look like Shadow Dawn committed the crime. But it would seem to me that your parents were poisoned. Which means, my dear, that you weren't doing anything wrong. You never were. You abided by their wishes. You learned. I'm so sorry to tell you, but it was the Academy that failed you. And it was this Poison Thorn member that killed your family, your parents, and anyone in that compound that night. And I think it was meant for you too. Please just take some time. Let it all sink in for a moment. I'll be right here. And I say to take time because in a moment, if you would like, I found record of your birth name.
There's actual record?
Enrollment.
Yeah, alright, I'd like to know.
All right. Well then. Come on over here. I want to look you in the eye.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh no, it's quite all right. Seraphina could have gotten up. When you arrived in Cardwaithe, you had people call you the Sir. Later, Tanastyros helped you arrive at the name Serene. According to record, neither of you had the spelling of Sir correct. You see, it was not S-I-R, but rather C-E-R. Because, my dear child, according to record, the Bloodheart enrolled at the Academy was named Cersei. I will call you whatever you like.
Huh.
But I would be the first, would like to be the first to say, it is nice to finally meet you, Cersei Bloodheart.
Wow, I can't believe I forgot my own name.
It was not your fault. It was the poison thorn mist. You've been away long enough. With time, Miss Bloodheart, you will remember more. But do not let it change who you are. That was all I could find.
Thank you. This really means a lot.
Of course. Be careful. You have information that those who wanted you dead never wanted you to have. Danger might find you.
Right. Do you think there's anyone left? And could they potentially find Cardwaithe?
While the records indicate that no one was found in Famiador, rather than destruction, the evidence they found was mass exodus.
I see.
But unless there's more, I do have some things I need to take care of. I do hope this helps. Do let me know what to call you when we see each other again. But you take your time. And you do not let the dear protector know. Not until it is time you've decided. He should not ever think that he can take a name that he's given. But you, my dear,
Yeah.
you can reject it if you so desire, now that you have the truth.
It was good to see you again.
Yes, of course. I wish you both well. Goodbye.
Stay safe.
Oh, I'll do my best. Me have thoughts. I need to make this into a kit, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. This is a different gun. This one. Pistol bullets. Oh. Now it's time to see a Lockridge. What the hell is this? Jesus fucking Christ. All right, let's make sure we're yelling. Hello!
I'm gonna have to call you back.
Yes, if you could hang up, that'd be very nice for now.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
Ah, very good. Now they're alerted that you may be in danger. Very nice. It is very suitable for me to meet you like this, Miss Lockridge. How does the day find you?
Been pretty normal, actually. How does it find you? Sorry, what was your name? I don't think we've actually met.
Oh no, we have not met, and nor will we meet. This is just a interaction, you say. I represent Shadow's hand, and you find yourself on a list. I must make sure a list is taken care of, you see.
A list?
Yes, yes, of course. We cannot operate unorganized. We must have certain procedures in place, and certain people to see. And today, right now, we see Lilith Lockridge. One who has died and come back anyway. Very interesting. You know, we see your skull up at pond. It's very nice and jar. We wonder if you die again if they put another jar or not.
Well, fun fact, they don't. I can't answer that for you, so you don't have to actually check.
Oh, that's funny. You're a very funny one. We like you very much. We were sort of saddened to see you on list because then we have to do these things. It's most unfortunate.
See, I actually wonder about that. Because you might think Tana and I are, you know, on good terms, but I wouldn't agree.
You see, here's the problem. We do not care. You see, we get list. It say who, we find who, we shoot. Just because you and I like you very much, I want to have little talk before I do the shooting, you know? Give you an opportunity to have interaction with someone as wonderful as me, member of Shadow's Hand. Member who's going to shoot you.
I mean, I like the beginning part of that for sure.
Right, right. It makes sense. It makes sense. Now listen, here's what we're doing. We are causing derision and division amongst all of you. And it does not matter, I think, if you say that I was cordial to you. We think this will just make people more confused. So, it is up to you what you say. Because now that we have interaction, it is win-win. You say we were mean and killed you without a word, they are still angry and don't understand. You say I have conversation and talk to you for a long time. They are confused and do not understand. You see how this works for us in either way.
Or I just don't tell anyone, and they'll never know. How does that play in your cards?
Ah, you see, this is why we shoot. Ah, the last one on our list. I would prefer you stop. I would prefer you drop weapon.
Hey, I don't like you pointing that gun at me.
Well,
Or
that is
you.
point. I point gun at you, you do what I say, or then I shoot you. You see how this works?
Oh, so what if I point gun at you? Do you do as I say?
See, not necessarily because I have gun and I point at you. You know,
Yeah,
this
but
is...
I have gun too, and I point at you.
Ah, right. Okay, we fix. Ah, see, better now, isn't it? You see, now we do not have to have worry about little war between us. Hunter and hunted, you know? It's much nicer this way. We like the magic tech for it help us like this.
Oh god, magic tech again.
Yes, yes, yes. You see, you had a choice there, though. You could have put the gun down and we do not have to use special toys. But instead, you decide to have words. We do not like having too many words. You see, Mr. Orion, you are on list. You are last on list. We take care of you today. We don't have to worry about list for much longer.
What list? That doesn't make sense. What have I done? Are you police? I haven't done crimes in a while.
No, no, no. We are not police. We are Shadow's Hand. You see, we were given list. It would seem there is a person who cares about you, or at least did at one point. And so we have been given the list to make sure that those people are suffering.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
Unfortunate for you, though. There's not much you do to me that anyone will care about.
Oh, see, we've heard this rumor, yes. Yes. You see, that's why we are going to kill you, and then we are going to take your body, and we're going to put it in a very special place.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You see, that's the other thing. We are not hiring you as consultants, so we do not need your ideas. But it has been very nice knowing you, Mr. Orion. And good luck, you know, with your animal hunting. Because that is all you will ever hunt.
You watch your back.
Oh, I do not have to watch my back. We have many to watch our backs.
Was...
doesn't even notice. Now he notices. Now he notices.
What the fuck did you do? Who did you piss off this time?
It wasn't him. It was you. Good night, Protector. Please tell me I wasn't whispering. Oh, thank God. I was yelling.
Yeah.
I'll let him reflect on that. All right, actually, I think this is a good spot to give the old stopperino. For me, I might have some more stuff to do 4/2 people. But let's get the old Raiderino going. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Mr. Zija Tuda Max, our chief of police, Dane Sentry. Awesome gentleman, always provides a lot of sick content. Thank you. We have 2 raid messages. Thank you, Ludi, the regular raid and the sub raid. So looks like me and you, Ludi, me and you will go over there and raid Zija because we are the only ones here. Yay! All right. But with that being said, let me move over to the ending screen. And this is a fun night. I was glad there was a lot of people on. Let me do a lot of things. Slightly sad there weren't more people here watching, but we'll get them next time. Remember, at the end of the day, the only person guaranteed to be there for you is you. So please take care of yourself first and foremost. Check in on your friends and do so directly, both in bad times and in good. You never know who needs to hear it. And then, of course, I do my best to live my life by 3 cardinal rules. Cardinal rule number 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. Cardinal rule number 2, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And cardinal rule number 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. So keep climbing. See you next time.